forget eye drops, because what I'm about to share with you could change the way you think about vision forever. Imagine waking up one morning, opening your eyes and realizing that your sight is clear again. No more blurry letters, no more squinting at screens, no more searching for those eye drops that barely seem to do anything. Now, imagine that happening not because of some surgery or expensive supplement, but because of one simple, natural vitamin that actually helps your eyes heal from the inside out, even at 60, 70, or 80 years old. Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how this works and why no one's telling you about it. Most people think eye problems are just a normal part of aging. They assume it's inevitable. One day your eyesight starts to fade. The print gets smaller, the light feels too bright, and those little bottles of eye drops become your new best friend. But the truth is, your eyes are designed to stay clear and sharp for a lifetime if you give them the right nutrients. And the one I'm talking about today is a total game changer, vitamin A, or as I like to call it, the vision vitamin. It's not just about carrots, though that's what most people think. It's about a deep biological process that happens inside your eyes, something that affects the way your retina, cornea, and optic nerves work together to give you crystal clear vision. Now, before you think, I've heard about vitamin A before, listen carefully, because this is not just about popping a supplement or eating a carrot a day. This is about understanding why so many people, even those who think they're eating healthy, are actually deficient in this vitamin, and how that deficiency slowly robs your eyes of their clarity. The amazing part? Once you replenish it the right way, your body starts repairing itself naturally. And yes, even at 80, your eyes can bounce back. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Your eyes aren't separate from the rest of your body. They're living tissue, made of the same building blocks as your skin, your muscles, and your brain. Every blink, every focus, every moment you take in light, your eyes are working, using nutrients, oxygen, and energy. But when you lack certain vitamins, especially vitamin A, the cells in your retina start to deteriorate. The rods and cones that help you see in low light or distinguish colors begin to malfunction. That's when night blindness starts creeping in. That's when you notice dryness, itchiness, and blurry focus. And what do most people do at that point? They reach for eye drops. But here's the harsh truth. Eye drops treat symptoms, not causes. They don't fix the dryness, they just mask it. They don't regenerate damaged cells. They simply soothe the irritation. It's like mopping the floor while the ceiling is still leaking. The real problem is internal, a nutritional drought that your body's been silently suffering for years. Vitamin A plays a role that's nothing short of miraculous when it comes to your vision. It's the nutrient that helps your eyes convert light into electrical signals that your brain can understand. Without it, that process slows down like a camera trying to focus in the dark. And when you restore it, suddenly everything becomes sharper again. Colors brighter, focus clearer, and vision steadier. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Vitamin A comes in two main forms, retinol and beta-carotene. Retinol is the active form your body can use immediately, while beta-carotene, which comes from plant foods like carrots, spinach, and sweet potatoes, needs to be converted by your liver into usable vitamin A. But here's the catch: as we age, that conversion process becomes less efficient. So even if you're eating carrots every day, your body might not be turning enough of that beta-carotene into actual vitamin A. That's why many older adults are still deficient without realizing it. So where can you get real usable vitamin A? Foods like cod liver oil, egg yolks, butter from grass fed cows and liver are the richest natural sources. I know liver doesn't sound like the most appetizing food, but just one small serving a week can completely transform your eye health. These foods contain retinol, the ready-to-use form that your body can absorb instantly. And when you start getting enough, you might notice something remarkable. Your eyes don't feel as dry anymore. The glare from lights at night seems less harsh, and your focus stays steady even when you're reading for long periods. Now, here's another little known secret. Vitamin A doesn't work alone. It needs its partners, especially zinc. Without zinc, your body can't properly transport vitamin A to your retina. That's why people who are deficient in zinc often struggle with poor night vision or constant dryness, even if they're taking vitamin A supplements. So, if you really want to see results, you've got to make sure you're getting both. Foods like pumpkin seeds, beef, or chickpeas can help you maintain that balance. Let me tell you about something fascinating that researchers have found. In communities where diets are rich in vitamin A, places where people regularly eat eggs, butter, or liver, age-related vision loss is almost non-existent. People in their 70s and 80s still report clear sight without glasses or eye drops. It's not magic, it's biology. Their bodies have the raw materials needed to keep the eyes regenerating naturally. But in modern diets, especially those loaded with processed foods, refined oils, and low-fat everything, we've stripped away these critical nutrients. We've been told to fear fats, avoid cholesterol, and skip butter, all of which are actually some of the best carriers of vitamin A. No wonder so many people are struggling with failing vision. Let's talk about what happens on a cellular level. Your eyes are lined with a layer called the retinal epithelium, a thin but crucial structure that protects the photoreceptor cells responsible for detecting light. Vitamin A is essential for keeping that layer healthy and functioning. Without it, those cells begin to die off, and vision starts to fade. It's the reason so many people experience dry eye or sensitivity to light as they age. The cells simply aren't regenerating like they used to, but the moment you start nourishing your body properly, that process reverses. The tissues repair, moisture levels normalize, and inflammation goes down. And yes, inflammation is a big part of this story. Modern diets and lifestyle habits create constant low-grade inflammation that affects every organ, including your eyes. Think of all the screens we stare at daily, the artificial lighting, the lack of natural sunlight, the stress, the lack of sleep. All of it puts pressure on your vision. Add a vitamin deficiency on top of that, and your eyes are basically running on empty. But when you bring back nutrients like vitamin A, E, and zinc, your eyes finally have what they need to detoxify and heal. People often ask me, is it really possible to restore vision naturally? And my answer is always the same: absolutely, if you understand how your body works. It's not about a miracle, pills. It's about removing what's damaging you and replacing it with what your body's been missing. When you start eating whole, nutrient-dense foods, avoiding processed oils, and staying hydrated, your eyes respond. Within weeks, you might notice less strain when reading or working on a computer. Within months, your focus sharpens, your night vision improves, and your dependency on eye drops or glasses can even lessen. Now, let me share a real life story that will inspire you. There was a woman in her late 70s who had been struggling with dry, blurry vision for years. She couldn't read without magnifying glasses, and driving at night was out of the question. After learning about vitamin A and making some dietary changes, adding cod liver oil, eggs, and green vegetables, she started noticing changes in just 3 weeks. Her eyes felt less irritated, her reading glasses felt too strong, and after a few months, her optometrist confirmed her vision had improved by 2 lines on the chart. That's not coincidence. That's biology in action. See? The human body is remarkable. It's designed to heal when given the right tools. Your eyes are no exception. But we've become so reliant on quick fixes that we forget nature already provided everything we need. Eye drops, laser surgeries, or medications might give temporary relief. But if the root cause is a nutritional deficiency, the problem will always come back. Think of vitamin A as the raw material your eyes use to build clarity, moisture, and focus. Without it, they're trying to rebuild a house without bricks. Of course, it's important to note that balance matters. Too much synthetic vitamin A from high-dose supplements can be toxic, especially if it's not balanced with other nutrients like vitamin D and K2. That's why whole foods are the best and safest way to restore your levels. Nature packages nutrients perfectly. Cod liver oil naturally contains vitamins A and D in the exact ratio your body needs. That's the beauty of real food. It's perfectly designed for human health. Now, here's something else that often gets overlooked. Antioxidants. Your eyes are constantly exposed to light, and that light creates oxidative stress. Over time, this stress damages delicate eye cells, leading to cataracts and macular degeneration. Vitamin A, along with its antioxidant friends, vitamin C, vitamin E lutein, and zeaxanthin, forms a natural defense shield. Together, they neutralize free radicals before they can harm your vision. That's why when you combine vitamin A-rich foods with leafy greens, colorful fruits, and healthy fats, you're giving your eyes the full team they need to thrive. Think about it this way. Your eyes are like a camera lens. They need the right balance of light, protection, and maintenance. If you let dust, scratches, and wear build up, your photos turn out blurry. But if you clean, nourish, and protect the lens, every picture is crystal clear. Vitamin A is like that internal cleaning system. It renews the surface, sharpens the focus, and restores clarity from the inside out. And yes, even at 80, this process still works. Your body doesn't lose its ability to heal, it just needs the right resources. When you start feeding it what it's been craving for decades, the results can be astonishing. Many people report better night vision, fewer floaters, less dryness, and even improvements in reading clarity. It's like giving your eyes a new lease on life. But don't just take my word for it. Look at the science. Studies have shown that vitamin A deficiency is the leading cause of preventable blindness worldwide. Yet in places where supplementation and dietary improvements were introduced, cases of night blindness and corneal damage dropped dramatically. That's powerful evidence that nature's solution works better than most synthetic treatments. So what can you do starting today? Begin by adding vitamin A-rich foods into your daily meals. A teaspoon of cod liver oil and egg yolk in the morning. A serving of leafy greens with dinner. A small piece of liver once a week. These simple habits can transform your eye health. Pair that with zinc-rich foods like pumpkin seeds or lean meat, and you've built a foundation for lifelong vision. And if you're wondering, isn't it too late for me? The answer is no. It's never too late. The body responds at any age. Your cells are constantly renewing, your tissues constantly repairing, and your vision constantly adapting. All you have to do is supply the right fuel. I want you to imagine your future self sitting in the garden, reading your favorite book without squinting, recognizing faces from across the room, watching sunsets with full color and depth. That's not a fantasy. It's your body's natural potential waiting to be unlocked. You don't have to live dependent on eye drops or fading prescriptions. The power to restore clear vision is already inside you. It just needs to be activated with the right nutrition. So next time someone tells you that losing your vision is just part of getting older, you'll know better. It's not age, it's deficiency. And now you have the key to change that. Forget eye drops, forget temporary fixes. Give your eyes what they truly need. Because when you do, they'll thank you with clarity, color, and light you might not have seen in years. That's the beauty of nature. It doesn't ask for much, but it rewards you completely when you listen. Your body is always ready to heal. It just needs you to give it the chance. So go ahead, start today. Nourish your eyes from within and watch the world come back into focus again. And speaking of nutrients that work hand in hand with vitamin A, vitamin C is another silent guardian of your vision, quietly doing its job every single day to keep your eyes clear and protected. Most people think of vitamin C as just the cold vitamin, something you take when you feel a sniffle coming on. But the truth is, its role goes far deeper, especially when it comes to your eyes. Vitamin C strengthens the tiny, delicate capillaries that nourish your retina and maintain the health of your lens. These microscopic blood vessels are the lifeline of your vision, constantly delivering oxygen and nutrients to every part of your eye. When they weaken, circulation suffers, oxidative stress builds up, and that's when problems like cataracts, blurred vision, or even retinal damage begin to appear. Your eyes are constantly exposed to light and oxygen, and that makes them highly vulnerable to oxidation. Every second, the lens and cornea are bombarded by UV rays, environmental toxins, and metabolic stress. Vitamin C acts like a powerful antioxidant shield, neutralizing these harmful free radicals before they can cause lasting damage. In fact, the concentration of vitamin C in the aqueous humor, the fluid inside your eye, is higher than almost anywhere else in your body. That's not an accident. Your body deliberately stores large amounts of this vitamin there because your eyes depend on it for protection. When you think of cataracts, most people picture a cloudy lens that develops slowly over time, dulling vision and eventually requiring surgery. But very few realize that oxidative damage is the driving force behind that cloudiness. The proteins inside your lens are sensitive to oxidation. Once they get damaged, they clump together, scattering light instead of focusing it clearly. That's what creates that foggy, blurred effect. Vitamin C helps prevent that process by maintaining the structural integrity of the lens proteins and preventing them from sticking together. It's like having an internal cleaning system that keeps your vision lens crystal clear. Researchers have found that people with higher vitamin C levels in their bloodstream have significantly lower risks of developing cataracts as they age. It's not just coincidence, it's chemistry. Vitamin C continuously regenerates other antioxidants in the eye, like vitamin E and glutathione, forming a network of protection. It doesn't just fight oxidation directly, it also recharges your eye's entire defense system so it can keep working effectively. When that system weakens with age or poor diet, oxidative stress accumulates and the lens starts to lose its transparency. But when you restore vitamin C levels through diet or natural supplementation, clarity often returns. Think about how remarkable that is. Something as simple and accessible as a nutrient found in fruits and vegetables has the power to prevent or even slow down one of the most common causes of blindness worldwide. Yet how many people actually pay attention to their vitamin C intake beyond cold season? The truth is, most modern diets fall short, especially with the way food is processed and stored. Vitamin C is fragile. It breaks down easily with heat, light, and time. That means by the time you eat that prepackaged salad or canned fruit, most of its vitamin C content has already disappeared. Freshness matters. The closer your food is to its natural state, the more powerful its nutrients remain. Oranges and lemons might get all the spotlight when it comes to vitamin C, but the best sources often surprise people. Bell peppers, kiwi, strawberries, guava, and even broccoli contain incredible amounts of it. A single kiwi can give you more vitamin C than an orange. And when you eat it raw, you preserve all of its potency. Adding a colorful mix of these foods to your daily diet can have a profound effect on your eye health. It's not about megadoses or pills, it's about consistency, giving your body what it needs every day so it can keep rebuilding and protecting your eyes naturally. One of the most fascinating things about vitamin C is its role in collagen formation. Collagen isn't just for skin. It's the protein that gives structure and strength to blood vessels, connective tissue, and the cornea itself. Without enough vitamin C, collagen production slows down, and that affects the integrity of your capillaries. Weakened capillaries leak fluid or rupture under pressure, leading to microbleeds or fluid buildup that can distort your vision. When vitamin C strengthens those vessel walls, it ensures a steady, healthy blood flow to your eyes, keeping every cell nourished and oxygenated. That's why people who consume high amounts of vitamin C often notice their eyes looking clearer and more vibrant. It's not cosmetic, it's biological rejuvenation. Over time, the effects of chronic vitamin C deficiency can be subtle but devastating. The eyes might start feeling tired more often, vision may seem slightly blurred, and there's an increased sensitivity to bright light. These are all early warning signs that oxidative stress is taking a toll. Unfortunately, most people dismiss these symptoms as normal signs of aging or screen fatigue. But when you start reintroducing vitamin C-rich foods and hydrate your body properly, these issues often fade away. The eyes regain their brightness, and the visual sharpness that once seemed lost begins to return. Another crucial point to understand is that vitamin C works synergistically with other nutrients. It enhances the absorption of iron, which improves oxygen delivery to eye tissues, and it partners with vitamin E to protect fatty structures in the retina from oxidation. Together, these vitamins form one of nature's most effective repair systems. They don't just prevent further damage, they can help reverse existing cellular stress. The lens, retina, and even the delicate capillaries surrounding your optic nerve all benefit when these nutrients are present in abundance. Imagine your eyes as a small, self-sustaining ecosystem. Every part depends on the others for balance. The capillaries provide oxygen and nutrients, the retina converts light into signals, and the lens focuses those signals into a sharp image. If even one part weakens, the whole system suffers. Vitamin C ensures that the foundation, the blood supply, is strong, flexible, and capable of delivering everything your eyes need to thrive. It's the nutrient that keeps the internal environment stable, even when external factors like light exposure or environmental toxins threaten to disrupt it. And speaking of external factors, think about how much modern life challenges your vision. Long hours staring at screens, artificial lighting, UV exposure from the sun, pollution, all of these create an oxidative load on your eyes. Every moment you spend under blue light, for instance, generates tiny free radicals in your retina without enough antioxidants like vitamin C to neutralize them. Those free radicals start damaging lipids and proteins, accelerating the aging process. That's why people who spend a lot of time outdoors or on digital devices need even more vitamin C than others. It's not optional. It's protective maintenance for your vision. It's also interesting to note that the body doesn't store vitamin C for long periods. Unlike fat-soluble vitamins, it's water-soluble, which means whatever your body doesn't use gets excreted through urine. That's why daily intake is so important. Skipping a few days might not seem like a big deal, but over time, those gaps add up. The antioxidant defense weakens, inflammation rises, and oxidative stress starts to creep in. Maintaining consistent intake through whole foods ensures a steady, reliable supply to your eyes and other organs that depend on it. Many people are surprised to learn that even emotional stress depletes vitamin C levels. The adrenal glands use up large amounts of it to produce stress hormones like cortisol. So if you're under chronic stress, which most people are, your body diverts vitamin C away from maintenance tasks like protecting your eyes and uses it to manage stress instead. This is another reason why people who live under constant pressure often experience faster aging of their skin and vision. By replenishing your vitamin C through diet and mindful habits, you not only support your immune system but also help your eyes recover from the strain of daily life. There's also growing evidence that vitamin C can reduce the risk of diabetic retinopathy, a condition caused by damage to the blood vessels in the retina, because it strengthens capillaries and reduces oxidative damage. It helps stabilize those fragile vessels and prevent leakage. That's especially important for people who struggle with blood sugar fluctuations. The stronger your capillaries, the more resistant they are to stress, and the better your eyes can handle the challenges of aging and metabolic changes. The lens of your eye is one of the most unique structures in your body. It's made almost entirely of protein, and it has no blood supply of its own. It relies completely on the surrounding fluids to bring it nutrients, and vitamin C is abundant in that fluid for a reason. It acts as a protective barrier, preventing oxidation and helping the lens remain transparent. Once those proteins get oxidized, the damage can't be undone, which is why prevention is everything. Keeping vitamin C levels high ensures that your lens stays clear and that light passes through cleanly without scattering or distortion. What's truly inspiring is how quickly the body responds when you start giving it what it needs. Within weeks of increasing vitamin C intake, many people report reduced eye strain, fewer floaters, and improved visual comfort, especially in bright environments. It's as if the eyes start breathing again after being deprived of oxygen for too long. The whites of the eyes look clearer, the blood vessels less visible, and overall comfort improves. It's subtle at first, but over time, those small improvements add up to long-term protection. Another fascinating aspect of vitamin C is how it interacts with sunlight. While excessive UV exposure can damage your eyes, moderate, balanced sunlight helps your body regulate melatonin and circadian rhythms, both of which are tied to eye health. Vitamin C helps your eyes adapt to changes in light intensity, reducing the stress of glare and bright reflections. That's why people with strong antioxidant protection often find they can handle sunlight or screen glare much better than others. It's not about avoiding light. It's about helping your eyes adapt naturally to it. Let's not forget that vision is one of our most vital senses. It's how we connect with the world, recognize faces, and take in beauty. Protecting it isn't just about avoiding blindness, it's about preserving quality of life. Vitamin C is one of the simplest, most affordable, and most powerful ways to do that. It's not a pharmaceutical product. It's a gift from nature, found in the very foods designed to nourish and sustain us. A handful of berries, a glass of fresh citrus juice, a crunchy red pepper. These aren't just snacks, they're medicine for your eyes. Your capillaries, those tiny but mighty blood vessels, depend on vitamin C to stay flexible and unbreakable. The moment they lose that strength, they start leaking, and the oxygen supply to your retina and lens becomes compromised. That's when fatigue, dimming, and blurriness begin to appear. Restoring vitamin C is like reinforcing the foundation of a building. It strengthens from the base up. Your vision becomes clearer, not because of an external fix, but because your internal structure is thriving again. The beauty of this process is its simplicity. You don't need complicated treatments or expensive prescriptions. You just need consistency and awareness. The more you nourish your body with vitamin C-rich foods, the more your eyes reward you with clarity, comfort, and resilience. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your natural vision rather than working against it. Every sip of fresh juice, every bite of fruit, every colorful meal contributes to your visual longevity. So when you think of your eyes, don't just think of what you see. Think of how you feed them. Every cell, every capillary, every layer depends on the nutrients you provide. Vitamin C isn't just a supplement, it's a lifeline, connecting your diet to your vision, your habits to your clarity, and your choices to the world you see each day.